I've got the dust, I've got the dirt, I've got the trucks going by, I've got the aggravation, but I get nothing for it.
If there's any risk, of poisoning a baby or a child, why would you risk it?
My whole life was turned upside down from the moment they got here. We had neighbors calling in tears. There were explosions. There were trucks, huge trucks, just convoys. It was truly apocalyptic.
It is not clean natural gas. The extraction methods and the people that have to live with the extraction don't have clean energy.
It seems to be really difficult to operate this industry in a clean manner.
Whatever they're going to come and do is to destroy, to destruct. The water table will go lower, they will pollute it, so you can't drink the water is polluted.
Impact our environment, and also it will impact our underground water resources.
If you ask me, can you guarantee an incident will not occur? My answer is no. This is an industry, incidents can occur.
And yet we're deploying it, not just in Colorado, not just in the United States. That horse is out of the barn and galloping worldwide now. And we don't really understand the full impact it will have.
I first encountered gas development by complete chance. We were driving through Farmington, New Mexico in the United States, and I was shocked by what I saw. Town after town of ruined farmland and industrial waste on a massive scale. We discovered the same sorts of developments are planned in our home in South Africa, and I wanted to learn more about this industry. I'm Mira Dutschke, and I work in human rights law, addressing social and economic injustices against poor and vulnerable people. My partner, Jeffrey Barbee, is an environmental journalist based in South Africa. He comes from Garfield County, Colorado, a battleground for the truth about the gas industry, where tens of thousands of gas wells have reduced this formerly vibrant economy into an environmental tragedy.
So the United States is a big continent. I think that at least 15% of the lower 48 of the continental United States has been leased by oil and gas companies.
Randy Udall was a Colorado-based energy analyst. His family helped shape environmental laws in the United States for over 40 years. He passed away during the making of this film.
The natural gas industry is like the suburban sprawl of the energy business. It sprawls out not over a whole county, but over a whole region.
Will Rausch is the conservation director of the Wilderness Workshop in Carbondale, Colorado. His group has been successfully fighting to save an important area from being developed by the gas industry.
And every day there's several spills. And so just kind of a byproduct of this type of operation that you're going to be spilling chemicals, onto the landscape and sometimes into waters.
Gas rigs drill deep into the ground. Once the layer of coal or shale is reached, the drill moves horizontally through the seam. This is called directional drilling. To learn how the hydraulic fracturing process works, we caught up with Han Willem Eggink at a talk in Johannesburg. He is a general manager at Shell South Africa who planned to drill in the Karoo Desert.
How does that work? We have this horizontal section of the hole, which is properly sealed off, and then we push water down with 1% solution of chemicals. And that water also contains some sand grains. And what you do by pushing that water down, actually you create microfractures in the shale. The sand grains stay behind in these microfractures and they keep them open. That's the way hydraulic fracturing works.
Hydraulic fracturing, or fracking, is only one aspect of a much larger operation. It appears that the whole process, from drilling to fracking through to the refining and transportation of the gas, is possibly dirtier than the industry will admit. Because of the secrecy of the gas business and the legislative protection it has enjoyed in places like the United States, it's hard to ascertain the facts behind this process.
Back in Cape Town, our research led us to one of South Africa's biggest oil companies, Sasol. We met up with Steve Bowden, who agreed to talk to us. He believes that gas extraction is clean and may bring economic benefits to the region.
There's lots of opportunities for sustainable development and minimal impact. And it's a clean energy resource. What more do you want? I mean, it's great.
They like to pretend there's never been a single example of groundwater pollution caused by fracking. This is ridiculous. There have been dozens, if not hundreds of examples all over the country now. But the industry continues to say that fracking has never caused any damage to groundwater aquifers. That's absurd. We have good evidence from Pennsylvania and Wyoming.
This is the report on Parachute Creek, where the company Williams spilled at least 40,000 liters of benzene from this gas production plant.
The gas industry has done its best to wrap itself in the American flag, and they love to talk about clean burning natural gas. Well, yes, it's clean when it gets to you, but there's a trail of devastation that the gas industry leaves all the way back to the gas well.
The debate about opening up 20% of South Africa for gas drilling has been raging for years. Before the battle started, a company visited Justin Krieger to explore for gas on his organic farm in the Karoo Desert. Sheep farming brings millions of dollars to the Karoo's economy every year. It is here that Shell and many other companies want to drill for natural gas.
Should fracking come our way, my stock would be exposed to many harmful chemicals. My integrity as a farmer would be challenged because I would not be able to guarantee the wholesomeness of my product. As a business, I would struggle to continue.
Dr. Fontonda is one of the country's foremost geohydrologists, working at the